Surviving after care is the science of intentionally performing miracles. And I was kind of running out of miracles. When things get difficult, things break along the fault line. And my family was one of those things that just kind of disintegrated.
My mother passed away when I was 4. As a child, I wasn't necessarily without until you grow up and you realize, you know, this is the situation that you're in.
It was really hard. The family basically split apart. I grew up in the social welfare system, relying on that. I never wanted anyone to know my situation. I was pretty embarrassed.
I think I had a very challenging childhood, and I sort of could identify with how difficult it can be to be an adolescent. When the towers were hit in New York, I was right there. That was a pivotal time for me personally, and I think I found that I wanted to do something much more valuable. I left corporate America, so I started this firm that works with young adults in transition. My father passed away in 2006, very suddenly, and I wanted to do something to remember him by. I'd been working with adolescents and young adults for 10 years at that point, and they're my people. Regardless of how much money they come from, how great of an education they've had, they're all struggling to launch. Then you take away family and you take away financial support and you add in institutionalization. It's not difficult to see why these youngsters struggle.
Kids come to the child welfare system because of something that happened to them. It's a hard task to get a kid back on track when they've been deprived for much, if not all, of their lives.
I can have all of the motivation in the world, I can have all the determination and be a very hardworking person, but if I really just don't have opportunities to meet with people who are in positions of power, or if I don't have opportunities to meet with people who know people who can do the things that I want to do, then it really doesn't matter.
I wanted a little bit more for myself in the sense of having more of a purpose. I want to give back to society or do something with meaning. And ultimately I want to find myself.
I heard that the foundation focuses on youth who are in the system being able to pursue educational goals, to be able to better themselves. I'd always liked the idea of a mentor, someone to just be there. From the point where I left home, I hadn't really had that one caring adult.
We sit and we talk about everything when we get together. It's not always practical things. I mean, we do sit and we write down goals and we work on concrete things together, but a lot of the time we're talking about politics and books and just life.
The title of this poem is Say. They said that I had lost my way. They said, he's gone today. They said. They wanted to know who I was and what I wanted to do. And I realized I had never been asked those questions. They're not picky terribly about what it is you want to build. They'll smile and go, you know what, that sounds great. We'll help you make that.
Being able to connect with Jo and seeing the resources that she has and her just complicit want to just help.
When you look at the R.J. Leonard Foundation, you're finding fellows that have a spark, that all they really need is the drive and the plan to make it happen.
I've gotten financial literacy classes, a laptop, basically any career move that I've tried to make.
Informational interviews with network connections, shadowing, resume critique, writing cover letters, reaching out to different organizations, stipends for clothing, for food. They've just opened up so many doors for me. They've just been the support that I needed.
If you can lend any support, there are people like me running around everywhere that could still use your help. We need help. And this is a foundation that really helps in tangible ways that I wouldn't even have thought possible.
You don't walk in there trying to get something out of it. You walk in there trying to help the fellow, but what you find is it's just a great ride.
If you'd like to look into becoming a mentor, if you'd like to look into donating, even being a part of our board, we would love to hear from you. I think about my dad and I think about how difficult of an adolescent I was, and I think that he would be proud.